for like 8 years, and I seen a lot of things. I was there for the George Floyd. I was there for the uh, Philando Castile, a lot of other situations, and okay, what was that? A little sidetrack. So anyway, so yeah, I stayed in Minneapolis for quite a few years, and I've been through a lot of situations up there. And like I say, one thing about up there, it's a predominantly Caucasian city, state as well. And for that there cop, or if you want to call him that, or whatever you want to call him, for him to shoot one time and kill that lady, even though she might have been violating the situation or whatever the case may be, uh, it just goes on, man. And they acting like as if like the situation was her fault, which it kind of is. She had no reasons bothering them people. They doing a job. Their job is to get illegal immigrants out of the United States because of Donald Trump and his rhetoric. And so you gotta let them do what they're doing. So when she interfered with that and got herself killed, it's like it's kind of like a lesson to be learned. You know what I mean? Stay away from them monsters, man. 'Cause that's what they are. They are real life monsters that terrorize any and every person that they come across. You know, and they don't give a damn, and they never will. And if you get caught up with them, you just got caught up with them, and you gotta learn when and how to fight your battles because they playing for keeps. Now this lady that lost her life, and she can't never get that back, and that's a one way ticket to the afterlife. You feel me? So was it worth it? I don't know. She ain't here to say, she's not here to give her opinion no more about it. She definitely, I'm pretty sure she had regrets because if the Lord blessed her to have a few moments inside of her head to ask for forgiveness of her sins before she goes to meet him, that's a blessing in itself. But people got to realize they are monsters. They have no compassion. They have no mercy. All they want to do is take a life and put it on YouTube or put it on TikTok to show how they killed a man or killed a woman. And that's crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because I was up there for the George Floyd situation in the way. Hola, piece of yum. Yeah, and I was up there for that there. And I seen a lot of stuff in my time, especially up there in Minneapolis. It's so cold up there, it kind of make you think about messing with them because it's extremely freezing out there. So you got a lot of time on your hands to be messing with someone when you got snow on the ground and snow in the air. And like I say, I'm not happy about the situation, and I'm definitely not making light of the situation because the lady lost her life, and that really wasn't play at all. That wasn't nice at all, you know? Now, could they have just shot in her direction? Or should they have even shot at all? I don't even think they should have shot at all because when you shoot at people, that's what they call using deadly force. And they basically took that lady life for nothing, you know? And again, like I say, I was there for a lot of situations, and they are known killers. It don't matter what department it is. If they got on the vest, they got on the badge, and they got a gun, they are hired killers. And they killed that woman no apparent reason. You did. They took her life. Something she can't get back. And I seen it when they done George Floyd like that. The man killed that man and watched him holler for his dead mother, before he left. So the name of the game is to stay out their way. Hola, señorita. So yeah, they killed that woman, yo, you know what I'm saying? And being honest, if a person's life isn't in danger, meaning like the car coming directly towards them or some of that situation, then yeah, you got the right to shoot to kill. But he didn't. She wasn't even going nowhere near them, and he busted a shot anyway and took that lady's life. That was real wild, you know what I mean? That was some typical police offender type of situation. They known for that. And by her being non-melanated, that made it even more crazy. That's why she get all this coverage, because she was non-melanated. I promise you, if she was melanated like myself, it wouldn't even make the front news page. It wouldn't even make the paper. It wouldn't even do nothing. It probably wouldn't even reported it. You see what I'm saying? So it just lets you know these cops are criminals. I've been said that they are police offenders. And a lot of these people are always saying that they justify for killing and justify for this and that. And when you see what happened, when you justify those murderers, it could be you in the front of their guns. You know what I mean? Because even I had a situation where Minneapolis police were doing a welfare check. They had their guns out. Like you coming into a welfare check, why you got your gun out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you gonna kill whoever you coming to check on, or you finna use your gun on whoever you looking for? And it was just crazy. You did. Ultimately crazy. So I just learned, man, stay away from them criminals, man, because that's what they are. They're nothing but criminals. They'll criminalize you and put you in a one-way ticket to the next life. And they'll have no compassion for you, no mercy for you, none of that. To them, they looking at you like, oh, you survived, shoot him 6 more times, make sure he don't. You see? So I have no love for those police offenders. They are crooks with badges, you know what I'm saying? They are real life crooks with badges. And you gotta be on your P's and Q's dealing with them, because they will kill you. And think nothing of it. Only because she was non-melanated is the reason why they was so what's the word I want to use? I guess you could say eager. They were so eager to report about it because she was non-melanated, and she was just expressing her viewpoints. And then she started to drive away, and they say, well, no, you trying to drive away, we're finna blow you away. And figuratively and literally, they done her, you know what I mean, done her in the dough. And like I say, I don't think that's cool. I just know that those police offenders, that's what they're known for. They'll do you quick. Pause. They'll do you real quick. They will Diddy you. They'll get you so good and baby oiled up like Diddy, and bang you all across the city. Diddy style, you know what I mean? Take that. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely gonna take that. And it ain't no love, you know what I mean? It ain't no love with them. So I learned my lesson a long time ago. They are crooks. You see what I'm saying? They are what you call definitions of criminals. Yeah, they're a definition of the criminals, you know what I mean? I seen a lot. I seen a whole lot dealing with them. And it ain't nothing nice. Yeah, I was there for the George Floyd. I was there for the Philando Castile. Matter of fact, Philando Castile is cousin of one of my best friends. And when he seen that, and I told him I was up there, he was like, "Man, the world's small." I'm like, yeah, it is. Very. I had somebody ask me the other day, um, why do I speak so lowly of those criminal officers? Well, you know what I mean? As you can see, this is their MO. This is what they known for. They known to take lives and kill people and do all they can to do everything other than what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? I'm just surprised that it got so much coverage the way it does, or the way it's doing, the way it is, because I promise you, if she was melanated, that story would never have left Minneapolis. It wouldn't have made the news. It wouldn't did on TikTok. It wouldn't went nowhere. It's just another person killed by the hands of those crooks. Crooks with badges, you know what I mean? They're a gang, you know what I mean? They're a gang of criminals. And people don't understand that until it's them being criminalized by those crooks. And I have no love for them. I'm personally anti-police, anti uh, law enforcement, anti any of that nonsense. To me, they all crooks. They all should be laid across the wall and opened up with a firing squad, because that's what they do. They do that to any and everyone. I remember I was rolling in my black expedition. Somebody had stole my catalytic converter. This was when that was this is when that catalytic converter theft was at its highest, especially in Minneapolis. So somebody took my thing off, and my truck was really, 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 really loud. And I'm like, shit, I still got to get around, still got to move around. So anyway, I get pulled over by these two crooks, and they like, man, you know your truck's so loud, you know this that. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a victim. You know what I'm saying? You treat me like I purposely took off my catalytic converter for, like how my homeboy say, it sound like my truck is gargling bowling balls. I'm like, yeah, you think I want my truck to sound like that? No, man, I'm a victim. Anyway, so my homeboy was in the passenger seat, and he had some stuff on him, and he was finna make a run for it. And I told him, I said, nah, bro, don't run. I'ma handle it. Don't you just sit and chill. You ain't gotta answer no questions. You ain't broken no law. But you know, he dirty, so he paranoid. And I'm like, bro, don't run. So anyway, he opened the door, and his partner pulled his gun out and was finna pop my man. And then my man was like, man, why you got your gun out? And the cop thought about it and put his gun away. In my mind, I'm like, only in Minneapolis where you say that and they actually put their gun away. I said, man, if you was in Dallas, they would have shot you just because. Uh, it wouldn't have been no way you can talk them putting their guns up. When they gun out, they ready to bang out. They ain't trying to hang out. They trying to slang out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, uh, he gave me a little warning and gave my man's back his little work. And it was just like, yeah, man, you got to get that fixed or whatever, whatever. I'm like, shit, how I'm going to fix something? How I'm going to fix this situation, bro? I'm not going to buy a whole nother Cali converter. That'd be better. I'd be better buying a whole nother damn truck. Uh, but it just showed me that they ain't nothing to be played with, man. They see somebody of color and they want to take their life, man. And that's what's so crazy about it. About her being uncolored, for them to do what they did to her was like, whoa. Who's safe? Who'll get a pass around here? I'm like, if they'll do somebody that's non-melanated like that, true. What they do somebody that's melanated? Anyway, it was just ridiculous. But I got a dip for a hot second. I'll be back in a minute.